guys, my name is Lela Sophia. I am an artist and fine jewelry designer. If you like contemporary fine jewelry, if you like luxury handbags, all things interiors, and I have some fun videos for you. Today, fun random topic. I have been putting together the bags that I personally have seen the most on the very busy downtown streets of New York City. If you guys are new here, thank you so much for tuning in. I can't wait to see you in all of my future videos. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram at Lela Sophia Jewelry. I put out videos every Wednesday, Friday, and Sunday, and so I cannot wait to see you guys in the next one. The first bag, the Bottega Veneta Vintage Hobo Bag. Who knew? But those prices, the reason they've been going up is because y'all have been buying them, apparently. It's such a cool thing to see kind of the rise of this really cool era that we're living in, where people are buying vintage, people are buying pre-loved. You know me, we love the sustainability aspect to it, we love the options aspect to it. This bag is like pretty much top few that I've seen the most of. Two more Bottegas, because honestly, who knew? The Bottega loop camera bag and the cassette bag I have seen so many of. The cassette is more like Midtown. I've seen a lot of people at Saks and Bergdorf's with the cassette. The loop camera bag I've seen so many people carry. It's so interesting because, you know me, I'm a pouch lover. If you guys haven't seen, I have my 5-piece collection of Bottega Veneta Daniel Lee era. I'm gonna go into the Matthew Blazy, world very soon. Stay tuned. But the loop camera bag does kind of seem, as I've said before, like that perfect everyday camera bag style. So I can see why so many people have this. A bag that is kind of cool that I've seen so many of. The Chanel 22 bag was controversial when it first came out. However, I think the majority of people, seemingly so, I don't know, I'm sure you guys maybe have mixed, maybe have your own experiences, maybe an experience of a friend, but the 22 bag is out and about on these streets okay. I've seen the denim version a lot lately. Who knew, but it's so cool. I saw a woman who clearly was in the fashion industry. I didn't even know that it came in this size, but I guess the largest 22 bag, wearing it backwards. I was like, go off. It was so dope. I don't know, she was just really dope. Kudos to you, whoever you were, but the 22 bag has been getting a lot of wear. I'm not seeing the minis and the smalls yet. A lot of those medium and larges. Another bag, I've said it before, but again, most likely for its cuteness, for its utility, and really just for how perfect of a crossbody bag this is, the Dior Bobby bag. So many sightings of this one, mainly in white. I don't know why. Seen a couple of those camel brownie colors, a lot of white Bobby bags, and I think it's kind of the chicest, coolest. It goes with that, it's low-key, yes, but we love the vintage inspired aspect to it, and it also is, I think in my opinion, becoming one of those staple core pieces from Dior. So it's an incredible bag, and I love seeing people put their outfits together with it because it's kind of so effortless and so chic. The one that's absolutely no surprise, the Paulin Numero 9 bag. I talked about this bag months ago in one of my early videos that are probably embarrassing at this point, but that Paulin bag, man, honestly, again, similarly, one of the top few most seen bags. The Numero 9, again, I think really just dominates the Paulin collection. I've seen a couple of that more crossbody style with a cute little flap, but this one especially, actually not as much. I would think that it would be in the small size, but in the medium size, or that kind of bigger medium to large size, a lot in that really cool taupey gray color. So many sightings of this, especially from tourists and also New Yorkers, which is really cool. Paulin is just dominating. Truly an icon, a classic. The Celine Classic bag, also known to some people as a Celine box bag. That was referring to the leather, but same vibes. The Celine Classic bag, Phoebe Philo. I really think that as soon as Phoebe Philo announced her collection, we knew it was coming. We all knew in the fashion world, but it's finally coming very soon, which is actually really pretty incredible. That bag dominates the streets of New York City, especially downtown with the quiet, luxury, minimal vibes. I should have talked about that in my most recent video, but when I tell you, especially the medium size, I've actually seen a couple larges, which I never considered before. It's pretty cool. The small, more rare, but that medium classic bag, everywhere. Again, this is a bag that I guess I'm not surprised about, but for some reason, a little bit of me is surprised. The Go Yard tote. She's dominating the streets, okay? I see so many outfits put together with this bag. The main, like the original tote, but also the cute little, they're probably names. I'm not a Go Yard girl, you guys know, but that like really cute little tote. I know Alyssa Lenore is a huge fan. It is everywhere, especially in that green color, but I will say it's in every color. I've seen it. No, the green and the gray. The gray, ooh, those might be tied for the most worn in my viewings. People love it. People love it. I think that like the exclusivity of Go Yard, especially with the rise of Hermes, is really drawing people in. I have somebody in my neighborhood who every single day for the last like however many years, maybe decade, has been carrying her one Go Yard bag. Fire. She looks so cute in it, and it clearly is a very functional bag. It's everywhere. One that could be controversial, but I think we're pretty much potentially on the other side of this controversy now, which also it had nothing to do with the modern era. The vintage Balenciaga City bags I see constantly, and they did not ever die down, even amongst the Balenciaga craziness that happened. When was that? Almost 6, 7, 8 months ago. This bag everywhere. Again, one of those things that just like, maybe it's just because it's truly so functional. People really wear it very vintage looking, very kind of beaten up looking. It just gets better and better with age, especially those original kind of cool heritage Balenciaga leather qualities were just really top notch. And so people love it, and people did not stop wearing it. I see that bag on every single street. My last most seen bag in these busy streets of New York City is the Longchamp bag, the OG. I talked about this before. I have the little baby one. Like literally was my entire high school bag, the large in a purple, like deep eggplant purple bag. So I'm like, oh my God, it's slightly triggering to my high school days, but truly I see this bag everywhere. Maybe it's similar to the Go Yard tote where people are like, oh, I'm so over the Neverfull, but hand me a Go Yard and hand me a Longchamp. It's kind of cool to see because we love the affordable aspects to this bag, but I think a huge influence of all of these is we're seeing that heritage level designer. And of course I do see Hermes bags, of course I see classic flaps, but truly over the last like 3 or 4 months or 5 or 6 months even of me really keeping a very keen eye on everybody's bags, sounds so creepy, but for research purposes, Longchamp, Go Yard, Celine, and Bottega, top designers that I've seen. A little Dior thrown in there. I rarely see a Lady Dior bag. Occasionally, but I know that they're tourists or like Upper East Siders. So maybe I should spy on the Upper East Side and do another version of this. That has been my new installment. Maybe I'll do this every couple of months. I think this is really fun. It's so interesting because, I think we just got like very, very wrapped into our internet world here, and so many people have similar bags on the internet, but seeing kind of an in-person case study, it's a little different than I think what we're seeing on here. So I thought this would be fun, and I cannot wait to hear your thoughts. Make sure that you like this video, subscribe to my channel, follow me on Instagram at Lela Sophia Jewelry, and I can't wait to see you guys in the next one. Bye guys.